Alright, so... Um... Alright. Alright, well, I think I have found something where I can play around with it. Be able to give atmosphere and music, but not this time. Alright, do we have everyone here? I think so, for everyone who's coming anyways.
It seems that way.
Because we do not have Rachel and we do not have Zynar. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this party started then.
Cool.
So, because it was quite a while ago, and there are those who are new and have not played it all yet, let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and start off tonight's session with basically kind of almost kind of like a little bit of a reset in a way. So it's gonna be kind of just a cinematic moment here in the beginning, just to kind of set everything that's kind of going on and bring everyone to a common point, and then we'll kind of begin from there. So, before that happens, I need that dex check from you, Bryce.
Oh, sure. Just plain dexterity?
Yep.
What?
Good start. Good start.
Didn't wash your dice, bro.
Oh, that's right. Well, just realized that dice roll was full.
See, there's the problem there. You didn't put it as favorable again.
Oh,
That's what cursed you.
it did still give me the modifier though.
Yeah, no, you're. It was a joke, as in that's what cursed you. Okay, let me see. Okay. So, for those of you who are, so basically, other than Lee and Dylan, those of the who are down below. Last we left off, you had heard some sort of noise coming from this long hallway. this long stone hallway that you had come down, and off in the distance you see lights flickering on and then kind of getting brighter and brighter, closer and closer. As all of your attentions are turned that way, Baylor, in a moment of quick monk-like speed, reaches out and grabs the sword that that Gaia in eagle form was sitting on. Wrestling it from her talons and claws, he pulls the sword free and and Baylor then proceeds to run away from all of you and away from that hallway. Kind of closing your eyes, Baylor, you run towards the center of the room, and this large kind of pool, as you begin to step into it, you feel a strange sensation kind of taking over your body as your feet and the lower parts of your legs, as you continue to move, almost sink into nothingness, with more of like an ethereal kind of half there, half not there force kind of pushing you back as you start to fall into the void. A brief moment kind of passes, and you find yourself opening your eyes again. You are laying on the ground in some other plane of existence. Your wife standing there in front of you.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah.
A sword laying by your side. That's where we'll go ahead and leave that for now.
Okay.
The rest of you inside, you, once again, having your attention turned to this noise down the hallway, you look back as Baylor is running out of your light into the darkness. From the opposite side, you see this light that has been coming down this hallway that you have previously traversed, getting brighter and brighter. You start hearing the noises of these strange creatures, almost like little fluttering and buffets of air coming down the hallway. Some sort of metal or claw-like fashion scraping against the stone. These footfalls kind of quickly approaching. And as they get closer, you start to notice that there are a few demons that have made their way into the halls and are coming towards you all. In a spectacular battle that honestly was not very hard for you at all, you all managed to easily dispatch of these creatures that have come down the hallway with the help of everyone. And a little bit bloodied and bruised, you all defeat these invaders, and upon looking at the void and trying to figure out what to do, or rather not looking at it but kind of contemplating it, I would like to know, out of the three of you, out of the three of you that are actually here and still there after this battle has happened, would anyone follow Baylor?
Nope.
He's my boy, but no. I tried to stop you. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. So some time goes by contemplating, figuring out what the best course of action would be. Do you follow? Do you not? After some long sitting deliberation, talking to the other members that are still there with you, um, no one seems to want to. It all kind of comes to a conclusion of it might not be a good idea to follow. And with that being said, taking another look around the cavern, you don't find anything else. It seems like that is the only entrance and exit, is the hallway that you had come from. Some time spent kind of looking around, you eventually make your way back up out of the crack. And it has now just become dusk. The sun has just started to settle. Different shades of violets and ruby reds start to form over the light cloud cover of the city. All of you kind of make your way back to I assume by now you would have all started going to Ilhanden's?
If he's okay with that.
Because, I mean, there's not a whole lot of you.
I mean, he knows what I have in the works, so.
Right. A nice brief moment of happiness and just kind of being glad that you're safe kind of washes over Ilhanden as all of you come back to this house that you're used to. And you all start to settle for the night. Starting to heal, starting to reminisce over the crazy, I believe it only happened over a day. And start to recuperate over a good night's rest. For the two of you coming into the city, you have traveled long and far. The last town that you had stayed in, you had only been there very briefly, and it wasn't the greatest of stays, and it was quite a long travel going through the mountain passes. Getting to the city about midday, you find yourselves going through the large gates, going through the guards, and having entered the city, start to find somewhere where you'll be able to stay the night. First instincts is home. Is it okay to just use the nickname of Sam, or do you want the full name? Lee, do you want Sam or Samuel?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's, Sam's fine. It's easy.
Okay. Okay. So naturally, your first instincts go to home. And actually, hold on 1 second. Okay, so returning back to where we were, Sam and Shade, your first instinct, once again, you're kind of new to this area, Shade, but Sam, your instincts go to home, and you return following the normal routes that you had always gone after being away for so long. You come back, and your home is still standing there, perfectly clean. Upkeep has been withheld. Everything seems to be where it is. You walk into the front door, and your home, as you start lighting some candles and brightening up the hearth on the inside, starts to feel like you're starting to be back. Those memories over those times that you have traveled start to kind of float around a little bit as you begin to prepare for the night. It's been a long, hard day's travel of going through those mountain passes, having to wake up really early, and so getting ready for an early night's rest. You find yourselves, everyone finds themselves coming to a nice peaceful moment of calm as they come to a restful sleep. Morning comes, and with that, the air around, as the city starts to come alive, people start to go about their normal business again, once again having another ridiculous disaster having happened just recently. Everyone starts to kind of find this strange calm and almost peaceful way of dealing with these events that have just happened. Almost like a little bubble has kind of just come around them, and none of these events have happened, and it's almost like they're going back to normal. As you all wake and start to gather food and eat for the morning, Bryce,
Mm-hmm.
you pick up the sword and stand up face to face with your wife once more.
Does she look corporeal, or is she? And what is the space that I'm in?
As you start to look around, your attention kind of shifting from the one that's standing right in front of you, you notice that the world around you is very similar, but more shifting, and does kind of have an ethereal feel to it, though everything seems solid.
Does she seem alive or animated? Like, I guess Baylor approaches her slowly and cautiously.
She stands before you, a tear kind of starting to fall down the side of her cheek. She seems happy to be able to see you again.
Baylor runs up to her and embraces her.
All right, a brief moment of a wonderful, hearty embrace between the two of you after the years of being apart.
How are you here? What was this? What happened? What the fuck is happening?
She says, through a little bit of a kind of sob that's kind of started to well up as more tears start to roll down from happiness, she says, I understand there's a lot of questions. This place is strange, but it's been the place that I have lived in now for a little while. It's kind of confusing at first, but in time it will make sense.
Oh, so just here? Is there anything? What even is the? Man, hmm. Can you show me around? I'm like overwhelmed. I don't.
She kind of just reaching her arm around your torso, she kind of starts to lead you off. What you start to notice is that you are in this like slightly grassy field, and as she pulls you and leads you forward, she leads you to what looks like what would be like a dirt road.
Would I recognize this field as any of the places that we've been to? Or just any of the landscape, I guess?
Give me a knowledge planes. From what you can understand, it definitely, yeah, you definitely seem to be on a different plane of existence than the material plane that you were previously. And this doesn't seem familiar at all, like a place that you've been.
Okay, well, I'll keep following her down the dirt road.
All right. Some decent amount of time passes as the two of you kind of wander, you sharing some stories of things that had happened since she was gone, her sharing some of her stories of her time being here. And after what seems like at least half a day's worth of walking, you see a little grove of trees with what looks like a building in the center. A small house kind of sits there with a brick-like building, or brick-like roofing, or not brick, sorry, shingle-like roofing with like a brick exterior, and a little garden out front, with what seems to be two horses that are off to the side in like a small little makeshift stable.
Is this where you've been living this whole time?
She tells you that after the two of you had parted in that other place, that is how she refers to it, she had to start fending for herself. This place does not seem very safe, from the stories that she tells you, and as she kind of starts telling you all of these like these hardships that she's had to go through while being here, she seems very happy that you're now here to kind of protect her once again.
Have you ever tried to leave?
She says she tells you that time here isn't exactly the same as the material world, so it's hard to keep track of time, but what would seem like every month or so, she at least tries to go and walk or ride on one of the horses as far as she can, before she turns around and heads back.
that why I kept seeing you in town and the visions? Or was that even anything of your own doing?
She doesn't seem to have a look of understanding on her face when you mention this.
Jeez, well, I mean, I'm glad to be back with her. I would hate to abandon the party because I know that they're also going through their own shit. What if we tried to leave together?
All right. So.
As like a broad motivation for...
Right. So if you're happy with that, Bryce, that's where we'll go ahead and leave it.
Okay.
And the two of you start to figure out this world and try and find a way of coming back.
Cool.
Awesome. So, just a quick little interlude from the game for a moment for everyone. This is sadly Bryce's last game for now. Hopefully he'll be able to return in the future.
Yeah.
But that is our kind of little send-off for Bryce.
It's been fun, Bryce.
I'm gonna miss this. It's been a lot of fun. I definitely am gonna tune in for the rest of tonight and see what's up with everybody else. Maybe I'll try to sit in if I've got some time available.
Cool. But let's see. Hold on. Yeah. So cool. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully we'll be able to have Bryce as Baylor come back. Start doing his ridiculous monk stuff again.
Lingaya needs her bae back.
Oh, right. Cool. So, returning back to the material plane. Going over to the main group right now. La'Shima said that La'Shima is cooking breakfast in the morning. Go ahead and give me a survival check there, La'Shima.
The cooking shit didn't count?
Yeah, I mean, you'll get a bonus for what you said. Still gotta see how on top of it you are today. Not bad.
Not consistent.
Not terrible.
It's average-ish.
I mean, it has an okay amount of seasoning. It's not super bland. It's not burnt.
The bacon's on point.
Right.
The eggs.
Yeah. So everything seems to be cooked pretty well. Overall it's a decent breakfast. So after having made breakfast in the morning, Gaia, having returned back with you all, pulls Errolor to the side real quick.
I mean, why?
Hmm?
Alright, so as the morning kind of, as you all kind of go outside to start moving on with your plans for the day, you all, Sealy, Errolor, and La'Shima, you all catch Sealy and La'Shima, you catch off from where Foxy was a large bird flying off.
Hmm?
And Fox and Errolor returning.
What's up?
Gaia has decided that she no longer feels safe with our group and has gone off to be Gaia.
I honestly can't say that I blame her.
But
I just hope Lynn doesn't fuck her over. That will be a very interesting couple. I don't know what that is.
hopefully she doesn't try to sleep with anyone because of her diseases.
Oh God.
I don't know if that would transfer over.
I don't know if it does. I don't want to add.
That can make a relationship very awkward.
I can literally picture that, like.
Poor Gaia. Poor Gaia. Good afternoon.
Well, I'm sure if she needs any help, she knows how to find us, where to find us, something. I don't know.
I want to help with that.
I'm not talking about that. But I don't want to help with that either. It's gross. Probably smells. No. She will be missed, though.
Yeah. Feels like everybody's splitting up.
Hey, we're still in this. We'll get this thing figured out.
For now. I don't know. Maybe this quiet lifestyle has a good point.
I don't know if I can do quiet.
Yeah, I know. You're loud.
I'm very loud for someone who's very quiet.
Yeah. I've heard you snore.
Ow. Ow, you wound me.
I mean, you wake me up in the middle of the night.
I do not.
That's what I was
Never mind.
not where I was going with that. I was reading the snores, not La'Shima. Did I wake my own self up with snoring, or did you wake me up?
I know where you were going with it. I took it somewhere else.
Yeah, I did that.
Um,
But anyways,
okay, so kind of getting ready for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
What is the game plan for the three of you? What are you thinking?
don't cry.
That's a good one. All right.
I feel so heartless. Gosh.
It
That's
was
what
have a
it's
nice
about, right?
it was have a nice relaxing day, but you know, a lot of shit went down these last 3 days.
I'm gonna hug Brit the whole day. Be like,
Okay.
I'm sad.
Okay, so
Does-
Aralor kind of goes off to where she knows that she can fight Brit.
BFF, other BFF, where are you?
What about La'Shima and Seal?
The festival's still going on, right? Just even despite the fissure and stuff.
As the day starts to kind of awaken and everyone seems to be kind of returning back to a kind of, like I said, middle ground to normal, it does seem like people are still actively trying to have the festival continue.
They're
Yeah.
like human resiliency. I don't know. Humans, I tell you, man.
They look forward to this festival every year. They're not gonna let some like crazy shit like not happen, like a war and like people dying and people being dumped in.
They just want to get drunk.
Yeah. Man, that was crazy. Let's get drunk.
But like it's like okay, it's sad that like the group's breaking up, but Sealy doesn't have much connection to Gaia or Baylor, so she's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the festival. If you guys want to come with, you're welcome to, but
Nah, I'm gonna go see if I can find either John Den or the Night Captain.
Okay. So, okay. And what was Sealy gonna do?
is gonna go like try to enjoy the festival somewhat.
Okay. So, kind of go find a spot and perform or look at some of
Yeah.
the wares that people are selling.
Get that money,
Exactly.
girl.
Okay. Alright. Cutting over to the other two. So, once again, daybreak kind of coming, light kind of cascading through the windows of the rooms, signifying that day is finally starting to begin. You start hearing the noises of people outside starting to arise as you have returned, and as you now start looking around outside in the morning, outside of the windows, you notice that the town is in it is the annual festival that they usually hold. Lee, you're very familiar with this festival. Your character would be very familiar with this festival, and it happens every year, and it's kind of it would be a nice kind of, once again, those old memories returning, seeing these usual sights and happenings that you used to see before. But otherwise, the two of you wake up. What are you all doing?
What's the nature theme of the festival? I feel like I would know this.
It is, I'm pretty sure I told Celie before.
It's like the celebration of spring into summer. It's kind of just celebrating like the coming of like planting season and just that part of the year. That's what you told me,
yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, which means that I have to correct myself to, which means I have to correct myself to Will. There you go, Will. It is the end of spring becoming summer. Not the end of winter becoming spring.
Changes everything.
But yeah, that is. Yeah, that was the basic premise of this festival. Kind of being able to celebrate like the crops kind of being planted and having like getting ready to have that safety in the future, and be able to enjoy the summer and the ability to just kind of enjoy a brief moment out of the normal daily taxing lives.
Okay. I wake up and cook myself breakfast as usual. And, just returning. Now you said last time we talked, as we walked through, we saw a big split in the earth.
Yes.
And that was on the opposite side of the town, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, I really need to get my city map done. Ooh. So, this is kind of where you guys you're over on this side, and there's the big old crack over here.
Yes. Okay. So after breakfast, my first order of business would be to go see the new Lawmaster. Catch up, discuss my family, discuss the giant split that is now in the middle of town that I didn't know was here, etc., etc.
Okay.
I'm going to do a little war dance. Be like, Sammy, let's go to the festival. Festival.
Did he stay with me?
Yes. Yeah. If you
I don't
allow
remember
him to,
that.
If
We've been together.
If you allow him to stay in your home for the night, yeah. But otherwise, you have been traveling together, yes.
Well, but we sort of did. Once we got to...
Up to that point, but then he was still around. He kind of hung out around the area until you left.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm always around, Sammy.
Oh, what have I done? Yeah, Shade, go on to the festival. I'll catch up to you later. I've got some things I need to take care of.
Yay, festival! And I head to the festival.
All right. All right. So, Sam, you take some time going through the city, kind of having to weave in between these people as everyone is starting to make their way outside and start gathering towards the festival, which is mainly held in the like the town center, kind of close to the shop district, and you make your way through the streets, kind of remembering after these years these other side streets that are a little bit less crowded, to be able to make your way over there a little bit easier, kind of cutting more direct instead of having to go the main routes. Um, and you kind of go over there, and as you approach on the street of where your house where your parents' house has always stood, you notice that the front door has been boarded off.
Good to know.
People seem to be passing by like normal, but otherwise on the outside there is three planks of wood that have been hammered across the doorway.
This is on my way to the Lawmaster.
Yeah. So this is kind of passing by your parents' home. As you continue and you get to the keep, which is where you've where the Lawmaster kind of resides, you come up to the keep like normal. This keep is, so to describe the city a little bit better, it's kind of basically like a walled, it's a walled city that has a kind of like a hill in the center. So as you go more towards the center, it starts to raise up in elevation a little bit. And at the top of that hill is where another walled, stone-walled building, which would be the keep, sits, and that kind of resides over the city, and that's where that's where the Baron stays. And right attached to it is the barracks, and that is where like the knight captain and basically most of like the residing judicial people would be, right? So those in the places of power. And as you get there, you see the usual main portcullis that kind of has a iron wrought gate that would drop down, is currently up, and 2 guards stand on each side of this archway.
I approach to go in.
As you approach, one of the guards holds out one of his hands, and he says, "Halt! Please make yourself known."
Sidebar. What's the name of the Lawmaster when I left?
Oh, good question. Did we?
I don't think we ever wrote it down. At least I didn't.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We did not. All right, let's give him a name.
George McScrooge.
Sir Ire Krillner.
Yes, I am Samael Ikmar. I'm here to see Sir Ire Krillner.
He kind of looks you over, and after a kind of tertiary glance, just kind of seeing if you're like carrying any weapons or anything like that. Does he Are you carrying any weapons?
No, I'm at home. I would have left it up.
Okay. So you're just in your kind of day garb.
Yep.
As he kind of looks you over, he says, "All right, go ahead and go on in. Just down the main hallway, take a left, and then it's the first door on your right."
Do I get the sense he doesn't know me or my family?
He does not seem to recognize you at all.
Do I recognize him?
No, he seems, as you look at him, he seems like a younger, maybe in like his mid-20s.
Fresh boy. Okay.
Right, he's just one of the guards that happen to be working here today.
I thank him and walk on in. I know where I'm going.
Yeah, having the directions kind of given to you is kind of.
I chuckle under my breath.
Yeah. But otherwise, you go ahead and walk in, entering this large stone almost castle-like building. You see, as the front entrance, it is a large, open, kind of like cathedral-like opening in the front that has a bunch of like benches that sit in rows that lead towards a raised platform that has a large wooden chair that sits there. You recognize this as where the Baron usually sits whenever having to entertain audiences or any kind of political meetings go on or anything like that. You also recognize the usual door set off to the left side of that raised platform as the city mage's office. Just to the left before that is a hallway that splits off, and down that usual hallway a little ways there's a door that is on the right hand side, and it is slightly ajar. Some candlelight that has been lit kind of dancing just outside of the or dancing out of the open doorway. As you kind of walk down this hallway, you hear the city mage's door close. Glancing behind you, you see a fellow, a recognizable face. It's been too long, I don't remember all my NPCs' names anymore.
What is it?
Yes, should be.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, you recognize the familiar face of the city mage Rudart, who happens to just walk by the end of the hallway. What do you do? You have an open door ahead of you, and you have seen an old familiar face behind you.
Fight him and steal his soul.
I'm heading straight to look for Sir Ire.
Okay. All right. So then, proceeding forward, pushing open the door, you see a small little office space that you are very familiar with. things have been shifted around a little bit. Some of the like the shelving units and some of the chairs and where the desk is sitting has been kind of shifted around a bit, but otherwise it looks very familiar. Sitting behind the desk, his nose kind of buried in some of the papers, kind of in a usual posture almost to what you used to remember of having to fill out so much papers, sits a just almost about your age, so you know, around your age man, a little bit heavier set, some spectacles kind of sitting at the end of his nose, dressed in these light brown shirt and from what you can see as you approach the desk, looks like some light brown pants as well. He just doesn't seem to have any like good quality to them. They seem pretty normal. And short, disheveled hair that is a dark brown, with the only striking noticeability of him is his bright blue eyes. But he sits there filling out some paperwork, and he, for a brief moment between writing, takes a look up at you, and his pen drops, or his quill, whatever.
Irie, how you doing, buddy?
Taking a moment, he kind of sits back in his chair, looks at you, and he says, "Are you actually back? Like really back?"
For the time being.
He says, "Are you planning on staying?"
I'm not really sure yet, honestly. On my way here to see you, though, I noticed that my parents' house, it looks like they've moved on. Their house is boarded up. What's going on?
He, shifting in his chair, he pulls his spectacles off of his face and places them down on the table, and he takes in a deep breath and he says, I don't really know how to tell you this. Well, I mean, okay, I guess the best way to tell you is just to tell you.
Come on, Irie, out with it.
A few months ago, your parents went missing. Yeah.
Missing. How long ago?
It was about a month, maybe 2 months ago.
Anybody gone after them?
Well, yeah, that's the bad news. There's been a lot of people going missing recently. At least within the last 3 months. I think last time we counted, it's about 16 people in total. And these are people that have you know, been around for a while, not people who are just kind of coming and going. Like we check on we check our census every year, you know. And these are people who've been here forever, like your family.
Okay. It wouldn't happen to do with that giant hole in our city, would it?
No, that oh, that's been a nightmare. No, that happened like yesterday.
Oh, that's recent. Okay.
Yeah.
Or maybe perhaps the fire on the other end of town.
That was about 2 weeks ago or so.
Well, either way, it looks like you guys have your hands full with a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, we've definitely had more peaceful days.
Well, look, I didn't know how long I was going to be back for, but if you need any help, I'm happy to jump.
Sure. Actually, I do have some papers that need to go over to the Knight Captain. And I still have a bunch more papers that need to get filled out. Do you mind taking them over to him for me?
No, not at all. Let's catch up later when you're off.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think a drink is needed. And he kind of shuffles around some papers, and he has a little pile that he puts together and holds them out to you.
Yep, I take them.
He says, should I just send should I send a note, or should I send a letter to your home about where to meet later?
I mean,
Are you living at that house still?
Yep. I still own that house.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I know when you get off, so I'll just meet you at your favorite place as normal, if that suits.
Oh, yeah, that works too. All right.
Wherever that may be.
Yeah. But yeah, he says, all right, yeah, that works. I'll see you there later today.
All right, see you later, Irie.
And as you're kind of walking out the door, he gives a wave and he says, "Thanks again for the help. Good to see you." Do you close the door behind you, or?
I leave it cracked like it was when I came in.
Okay.
How long ago did you say that crack happened?
It was roughly a day and a half total. Yeah, he just told you yesterday.
Right. Yep. Okay. Alright, so I take the papers, I fill out whatever's needed, and head on over to the Knight Captain.
Yep. Alright. Alright. So as the day starts to brighten up, Shade, you find yourself amongst all of these numerous amounts of people. This being probably the biggest city you've been in so far. As you kind of look around, there's just kind of people almost on every street. And as you look around further, as you get closer to where this celebration is happening, where the main celebration is happening, you give me a perception check.
Sorry, eating.
You're good. Okay. As you kind of wander amongst these people, and you're getting to closer to the town center and where this main celebration is happening, you notice a familiar face amongst the crowd. And you kind of are taken back because you saw her like maybe like half a year ago or so, but in a different city.
Is it library chick?
No.
There's definite excitement right there.
No, you recognize this dancer.
Ah, different chick. I find a nice little stoop and watch, because it intrigues me.
All right. Seely, you find yourself getting to this to the town center, this main celebration. A few of the local musicians, actually the same ones that you saw yesterday, have they have their same small little raised platform that they're playing on, and they seem like they are just kind of starting to get into their day. They haven't really gotten into their set very far.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, I guess I'll approach him and ask if they would be willing to have her again for the to perform again today. They seem nice enough.
As they kind of see you approach and you start asking these questions, their faces kind of brighten up. Seems like you probably brought them a little extra coin. So they happily accept you to perform for their music again.
Okay. Cool.
Dylan, you see you see her approaching these musicians who are on this very small raised platform that are off kind of to the side of everything that's going on. As you kind of hear amongst the crowd and the noise of people talking, you hear music starting to be kind of raise above all that noise from their playing. A few violins and guitars, a little bit of drum kind of going on, and you see her approach them, and then after a little brief time of kind of getting ready, she starts to perform, dancing for this music.
I'm gonna wait till the end and ask the musicians who she is.
Okay. Seely.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about 2 hours or so of playing and intermittent dancing and resting goes by, and eventually they kind of come to a close, and they're getting ready to move on to a different part of the city. Though taking a break to grab some food before resuming it for the day.
Lunch.
What do you do? Do you go with them, or do you kind of go on your way?
She's gonna go on her way. She'll thank him though, again,
Okay.
for a fun performance.
They thank you back, and they hand you 2 gold that you that's kind of been split from what they've made.
Cool beans.
As you do so, by about this time, you would see Errolor kind of returning back to the festival for a little bit.
Hello.
Hello. Where did Ayla, where did she go earlier? I forgot.
To find who is the rep?
A friend or something, right?
Yes.
Was that a yes? You broke up a little bit.
Yes, a friend.
Celia would say hi and then ask if she had a good visit.
Did I find him?
Yeah. You after the war, after the battle, you would have established kind of like a place that you would be able to meet, so that way he doesn't just kind of keep going on disappearing. And after a little bit of time, you guys were able to talk, and after some time has happened and some talk, you decide that it's time to kind of go back.
So yeah, it was good for conversation.
So yeah.
Gave me a lot to think about. Enjoying the festival?
How is the atmosphere, like with the people, considering everything that's going on? Are they responsive?
There's people who definitely seem like these events have been too taxing, and they're just kind of out and about trying to grab like food and then return home, or going around looking for means of more protection for themselves. And some of them even seem like they might be getting ready to like be leaving the city. But otherwise, the majority of people seem to be trying to bolster that spirit for the festival.
Okay. She would say it's been fun enough. The crowds have been good for the most part. It seems that the tension is certainly taking its toll out on the people between the battle and the events of yesterday.
Yeah, way too much going on. These poor people probably just want a little peace and quiet.
Absolutely. Were you coming to town for a specific reason? Just to look around?
Mostly just to look around. Kind of lost in my own thoughts, trying to be around people.
Well, are you hungry? It's about lunchtime. We can go grab something to eat.
Sure. Yeah, I would like the company. Shall we?
Say that one more time.
I said, sure, I would love the company. Shall we? Am I still breaking up?
It's like the last word.
Nope. You're clear to me.
That's weird. Shall we go? Is it still breaking up?
Nope. I hear you fine.
Okay.
That's weird.
Might be Jess's side.
I'm surprised.
That is
Let's do this! Is basically what I said.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, let's go.
All right.
I'm
So
inclined to say that like Eva probably showed her a couple really good restaurants, or like good places.
you know of a few different places that offer some pretty good food.
I could eat it in a barn, and I wouldn't know the difference between good and bad.
Is that just your customer to really bad food, or you just can't taste anything?
I can't tell the difference between good and bad.
I wonder if
Everything is good. As long as it doesn't poison me, everything is good.
That explains breakfast.
low standards. That's
Sorry, I wasn't there for that.
All right, Shade. You see her kind of walk away from them as they start walking off to a different part of the city, and you kind of pop down from your perch and you weave your way in and out of the people and come up to them and asking who that dancer was. I think you gave them your name last time, Jess.
yeah. She introduced herself, but it's like they
Yeah,
didn't really
okay.
talk much other than that.
Yeah, but I was pretty sure you got at least were given a name.
Yeah, she definitely would have said her name.
Okay. They would tell you her name is Selena, or right?
Yep, Selena.
Okay. Catwoman.
Is that her name? Catwoman's name?
Yes.
Really?
Except hers is S, not a C.
Gotcha. I was totally basing it on something completely different.
And like I said, you would have seen her go off in the opposite direction of them.
Okay. I'm gonna thank them and then head off following.
Got a stalker.
Excuse me, I'm adorable, and you're quite talented, and I want you to teach me. Give me the
Okay.
knowledge.
Seely, roll me perception.
There we go. I'm intrigued by your description of adorable.
Ever seen a ferret?
Oh my god, you're a ferret. That is adorable.
So okay, so you follow after her, and you see that she meets up with another what looks like a half elf female.
Yes.
And you kind of follow them, and they seem to go off to one of the local food establishments, where they grab some food and they sit down at a table and start eating lunch.
I'm gonna go up to her and tell her she's talented.
All right, Seely and Errolor, as you are sitting there, you're kind of at one of these it's not an indoor place. You kind of go and grab food, and then you sit down at a table that's nearby. And so you're sitting at this table outside, and through the crowd of people comes this small, 3-foot tall humanoid creature, dressed in like full body robe with a hood up. And at first glance, it looks like it could be possibly like a young catfolk.
Okay.
As it approaches closer, you get a distinct look at the face, and you realize that it is definitely not a catfolk. It looks more like a humanoid ferret.
You're really talented, miss.
Thanks.
I'm gonna be looking at the dancer, Celia.
I'm still gonna say thanks.
You like glance at Arlo and be like, thank you.
I'm gonna look at Aralor and be like, do you dance too?
Sometimes when the moon is full.
How common are like humanoid animals in your world? Just curious.
One more time.
Right.
They're not super common, but they're also not like extremely rare.
Okay.
So kind of like I'm trying to think of the right word. Like less than common.
Uncommon?
Sure. There we go. I'm thinking one more tier though.
Up or down?
Down. It would be, let's
So
see, you have
scarce,
common,
shiny?
uncommon.
Shiny common?
I guess it would be rare, right? Because it goes common, uncommon, rare, very rare,
Legendary, or
near
something, I don't
unique,
know.
and then unique or something like that. So anyways.
One of a kind.
Could be a legendary Pokemon.
Anyways, there you go. They're less than uncommon.
Okay. Just wondering.
Judging.
At least in the area that you guys are. That's
I'm assuming Shade isn't
Fine.
trying to be like nefarious at all, right? He's got the hood up. That's the only reason I'm asking. He seems like he's just being really pleasant, wanting to chat.
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I talk like this.
give me a sense motive. From the brief moment that you've seen him and to the point where he's come up and said those things to you, he seems like all good intent.
Okay. Sealy would ask, did he respond to Aelor's comment about dancing when the moon's like full?
I was
We
mostly
didn't.
confused about that.
Perfect. Okay. Sealy would enjoying the festivities.
What was that?
Is he enjoying the festivities?
Yeah, I'm enjoying them quite well. I was actually quite surprised to see you.
Do you
You
know
say
this
that
guy?
as a before.
Around, I've seen you dance in other towns, and it's like you're dancing on the wind. You move so fluidly. I kind of tilt my head back and forth, looking at you.
he saying that you're water?
She kind of dances like water.
Isn't that the point of a good dance generally, being fluid? Referring to Aelor.
I guess. I don't know. I don't actually dance.
I thought you danced during the full moon.
Ah! Those are more like rituals than actual dancing.
Oh.
Inwardly, Seely's just like, I'm beginning to understand why Aelor is lonely.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Seely would extend her hand and say, well, my name is, Selena. I take it you travel a decent amount?
I take hold and go, my name's Shade. Yeah, I travel a lot. I've been here, I've been there. I've actually been traveling for a couple years right now.
So you're homeless.
Hey! I have a
Wouldn't see you
home.
much better, Aelor. Be nice.
I mean, I'm crashing at someone's house, but I'm not homeless. One could say the world is my home.
So you're a vagrant.
Hey!
I'm too sassy today.
Yeah, I love it.
No, I understand what it means to be outcast from one's home, forced to live amongst the world.
I wasn't outcast. I left on adventures.
That's what we all say.
Can't say you're wrong there, Aelor. Seely chuckles.
Some people are forced out. I left of my own free will, though.
Does Aelor like, does she just not like him? Or like, what kind of reading am I getting here? Is she just being sassy?
I don't know where I'm going with it, that feeling. I think Aerolor right now is just very heartbroken about what's going on and what's happened to the city and everything,
And how her friends have left, and there's
yeah, and all the friends are leaving, and
She has a very...
La'Shima has a boyfriend now, and yeah.
Because Seely doesn't know her, that's why I'm like trying to get a feel, you know? Just
I
like,
know.
normal, or...
I'm sorry, it's been too long since I've played Aerolor. I'm still trying to find my feet here.
She's in mourning right now.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. It'll get better.
Sassy Aerolor. It's not the Aerolor I remember.
I know! I'm
That
trying.
Aerolor constantly tried to kill me. Actually,
Yeah.
all of you tried to kill me.
Well, she became a necromancer, so things have been going a little weird.
Ah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Going through a few things. So yeah.
Alright, La'Shima.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, so, making your way over to the, keep, over to the barracks that are just attached off to the side of it. You make your way through the streets, seeing the usual amount of kind of people that are kind of walking around. Now also seeing a lot of those refugees that are kind of still sitting in like alleyways and off to the side of the streets that still have no place to live at the moment, as everywhere is kind of full, right? you make your way to the entrance of the barracks like usual, and walking in, you see there is definitely a lack of sense of guards here anymore. Seems like what little force of defense they had is really starting to dwindle after everything that's going on.
Like, sigh to myself quietly and was like, God damn it, and just move it and like continue in.
As you enter, you see the usual tactical table that's kind of set up in the center of the room, that has a big map, and what you see is the knight captain just standing at the head of the table looking at everything that's going on, and little flags that have kind of been placed here and there. Looks like he's deep in thought.
I have his name, but I can't remember it. I know La'Shima's heard it before.
The knight.
Hmm?
The knight captain?
Yeah. I'm trying to see.
It's in here somewhere.
That's not it.
I don't know if that's right. Turcon?
That doesn't sound right. Hmm. Okay, that's not the one I thought it was either.
Oh, Pitmic.
Yeah, Pimic. Okay.
Is this the same knight captain before I left?
This is who you are going to see, yes. Pimic Dahan is the knight captain. He has been for a decent amount of time.
Nick Demon.
Yep, here, let me start writing in names.
I'm sure I've spelled them all incorrectly so far.
That's okay.
You should have saw my lovely misspellings in the beginning.
Where did I write? Gosh, dang it. So we have Sir Ire Krilnar. And we have Pimic Dahan. And we have the city mage, Rudart.
I was actually pretty close in all of those.
I know when you see that, you get so excited, right?
I actually had Ire correct all the way through. That was exciting.
I had Pimic wrong. I'm at OC instead of EK.
I used the K, but I had the E as an I.
So yeah, so you You see Pimic standing at the head of the table, with both hands kind of resting on the table, looking over this map.
I would walk in and like glance at him, glance at the table, and then say, "Pimic, seems like you've got your hands full still."
Giving a brief little look up at you and then looking back down, he says, "Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to keep this city from falling apart."
It seems like quite the task. You need any help with that?
I'm not sure how you could help right now. Mainly, I just need more guards.
It's understandable.
And he kind of looks at you and he says, "No offense, but you don't seem like a guard type."
I'm not really the order following type, I guess you would say, either.
Understandable. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, would you just take a look at this map real quick? And he shows you a map of the coast, which has Dalmas
Mm-hmm.
and Greyview,
Mm-hmm.
that coastline. And he kind of shows you what he kind of has on the table, and he says, from reports that we've been getting after our last battle, we think there's another one coming.
Coming from Delnas?
Yes. I think whoever is taking over there is sending more.
That was a pretty big battle last time. How are they getting more people already?
He says, unfortunately, where we are under the normal limit of what the city should normally have for our knights and our guards, and our standing military, Delnas being almost another half times the size of our city, and having extra people, I'm sure it's not hard for them to find more. That was what they sent at us last time, is what we should have normally had.
Any idea how long until they possibly get here?
From what our sources have told us, maybe a week, maybe a month. We currently get letters sent by Raven from our scouts near Telnas.
Suma thinks for a minute. And she looks out, like, towards the city, like, just vaguely. And says, you all have had a lot of people coming into the city. Maybe it's time to persuade them to earn their keep?
Yeah, he says, I think we've been talking to the Baron about it. We may start having the town criers hand out some parchment. Basically, letting those know that if they enlist, they have pay and homes and food.
It's better than they currently have.
I'm just not sure if that's going to be enough.
It couldn't hurt, though. Every little bit counts. Is there anything we can do to weaken their numbers before they get to us?
He says, after a moment of some thinking and kind of staring at the map some more, maybe if we had a group infiltrate Dalmas, because right now we're only getting information from the outside, that might be helpful. But I don't know, that would be a dangerous task, and I wouldn't really want to wish that upon anyone with its current state. Though, I'm sure I can pass it along to the Baron and see what he thinks, and maybe be able to pay.
Well, it's a bit of a stretch, but could this possibly have anything to do with the missing people? A lot of people go missing. You sent out flyers and stuff for help, and we solved one of the issues, but we didn't solve the other. They could be related, they could not be, I don't know.
He says, I'm not sure. It's hard to say with everything that's kind of happened, but I haven't gotten many reports of many missing people lately. Maybe one within the last week. But hard to tell if it was from the battle or not.
I don't know if we were ever actually informed when you brought us over, like, who were these people? I know they were citizens, but that's all we knew.
The ones that are missing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mainly all citizens, mainly people that we know have been here for a long time and wouldn't have just packed up their stuff and left.
What do you
They
consider a long time?
established themselves here. Family lines that have been here for years.
Oh. Do you think it would be wise for us to follow up on that particular trail, or should I talk to my fellow fellow travelers and see if they like to take a road trip? Go see the sights, see a new city, faraway lands.
Let me speak with the Baron first, but in the meantime, you could definitely do that. I just want to make sure that if we are sending people out, that they do get some sort of reward for it.
Well, that aside, that's not the only reason I came looking for you today. Anybody figure out why a giant hole happened in the city yesterday?
No, I wish. That's
Figures.
caused us to have very little usage of our guard right now. I mean, we have to spread everyone so thin throughout the city already, and now we have to worry about this as well. And I mean, plans have already started for setting up a makeshift wall at the moment, since it's broken down part of our wall. I don't know. Right now, this city is I understand why people are leaving. It's not very safe.
La'Shima chuckles to herself and is like, I picked the wonderful time to settle down then.
Never a dull moment.
At about this moment, you hear footsteps behind you.
I generally ignore them, considering it's his office.
He looks up, and a look of recognition crosses his face.
Intrigued, I look up.
Looking up, you see a middle-aged human male. Lee, if you want to go ahead and describe the rest of yourself.
Oh, you were doing so well.
It's like, that's as far as I got.
You see a tall, 6'2" humanoid with gray eyes, long silver hair, about, what do we say, it's about 45-ish now. Thin and muscular, but it's kind of hard to tell over the large, hooded, mostly red cloak with streaks of white throughout it. That's it.
Yep, okay.
And Pimic looks to you and says, when did you return?
I just got in last night.
He sees the pile of papers in your hand, and he says, "Are those for me from Ire?"
It is indeed. He looked pretty buried in paperwork. Thought I'd give him a little hand.
He'll just kind of motion that you can just put him on the table, and he says, "Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've heard or seen of any of the stuff that's been going on lately, but things are not as good as when you left."
Yeah, I gathered. Between the burnt portion of town, the large hole, the large number of people missing, I'd say got some issues going on.
Yeah, and that's all just within the past few months. 2 of them within this month itself. And also not to mention the big old battle that we just had.
That was fun. La'Shima says under her breath.
Battle? Irie didn't tell me anything about a battle. In fact, he hardly told me anything.
There's been word of the king having been killed, and then not but a day or 2 later, a large army coming from the direction of Delnas came and attacked.
You say rumors of the king he's been killed? Rumors? Or do we know this?
As far as we know, it is just spread from word of mouth of everyone who has come from the direction of Delnas seeking refuge. There was a large amount of people that came into the city. You may have noticed a lot of them sitting in the streets and in the alleyways.
Well, I'm intrigued now. Obviously, a lot of you are still alive. But how did this battle take place? How did it go?
Pretty badly for me.
The La'Shima.
That's what the stealth was for. She's literally saying all this under her breath.
I look at La'Shima. I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something here?
He says, oh no, this is a mercenary, I guess is what you could call them. They've done some work for us.
I look over at him appalled. I was like, mercenary, God.
He just kind of shrugs. But this lady and her group of travelers have been helping out. They helped with the cordoned off section of the city that was where people were going missing and items were being stolen. They came back with proof that there had been a large rat folk
Rat queen.
dwelling underneath the city, and that was where all of the items had been going, apparently.
Sorry, did you say Rat City?
He kind of looks to La'Shima and he says, I don't really know what it was like down there.
Smelled like shit. Had skeletons. Rats everywhere. A couple lizard folk. It was a good time. Had fun. 10 out of 10 would do it again.
But that's in the sewers underneath.
So a lot of stolen items have been found. But what about the missing people?
No luck yet from where we are standing. Had a couple side jobs come up.
Okay.
Otherwise, Pimic kind of shifts and he says, well, it's good to see you again. I do hope that your home is at least still in good shape.
Thank you. Likewise, old friend. My house is still standing, but I noticed that my family's door had been boarded up. Ayer told me that they were one of the few that went missing.
Kind of in like a moment of surprise in a way. He says, yeah, that, yes, I do believe that their names were amongst the list of those missing. We sent out at least two to three parties of knights to try and find them, but I have not had any word back from them.
where did they go to try to find them?
Sorry, was that my family in general, or was that for the just the people?
For the people, but I mean, it definitely is kind of close to home since they are very well known within our military. So when one of our own goes missing, it's kind of a bigger deal. But we sent out groups to try and find any of them, searching close by to the city and within that cordoned off area. That one group that we sent into the cordoned off area, we haven't heard anything back from them. We believe possibly they've been killed. The other groups, though, outside of the city, once again, we haven't had any word back from them.
When we were in there, Cry, would we have seen anything about, like, the dead people? Possibly dead people?
From the time that you went down there, where you went, you didn't see anything.
Okay.
Otherwise, we've been trying our best to be able to communicate with these groups, but we haven't received a raven. We haven't received any of them coming back to the city itself. Just nothing.
Okay. This is kind of, I mean, altogether, this is kind of a shock. I came home expecting to see my parents. Well, I guess I'll be sticking around for a little while. As I told Ire, I'm here to help. What can I do?
Well,
How far away is this cordoned off area?
it's actually not too far from where you all were living, I believe. It's just in that southeastern portion of the city.
If you want, I have a little bit of time. I could show him.
The area that has been burned?
There is a portion of that area that was burned, yes.
Oh yeah, we know that.
I just saw
And he says,
Yeah, I'm good.
he says, oh, speaking of something that you could maybe help with, actually, I think maybe talking to this lady right here, she was just mentioning about maybe looking for those missing people. So if you wanted to talk to her, I mean, they've been successful in the past and stuff that we've asked them to do.
For the most part. I'm still working on part of it.
I suppose I should introduce myself. I am Sumail Ikmar. I don't know if you've gathered, but I used to live here. It's been a while since I've been back. Kind of went away for traveling, but Yeah, I'd be more than happy to talk with you and what you and your group has seen and what you might be able to do to help me.
Did you offer a hand, or I didn't hear that part? If not,
Pardon?
I said, did you offer a hand or like bow or anything?
Did I?
Yes.
To you?
Yes.
No.
Okay. She would nod in acknowledgement and say, "My name is La'Shima Toshi. Um, like I said, a traveler." And I glance over at Pimic, saying that, and not normally from Greyview. Visiting, I guess you would say, from Aldmar. Aldmar? Did I say that right?
What?
Yeah, Aldmar.
Yeah, without the map up.
Different continent.
Yep.
Oh, you're.
Homeland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no issue telling what we've found so far. In terms of the missing people, I can't say that it's much. But I can tell you what I've seen of the interior of the cordon section.
I'd very much like to hear about that.
The only person left who's been there with me is Errolor. Shit. Well, I can tell you my point of view of all of this, but it might do better to have my other associate there to fill in any gaps that I might have. Need to see if I can find her first, though.
Okay. Should I go with you?
If you have nothing better to do, I'm just gonna be looking around the city for. I'm not exactly sure where she is at the moment.
Yeah, I'll help you look. I've got nothing else to do. Seeing as how my parents aren't here anymore, this is kind of priority number one for me now.
And she nods and looks back to Pimic and says, would I know by now if Ilhanden's name is common knowledge to people? Or, like, I know his shop name at this point?
Once again, you know that he doesn't really typically have a shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of just something he does. But you do know that he... there are definitely people in the city who do know of him, and especially like the military because of what he does.
Okay.
Whole armoring for horses.
I would mention that if he needs to get in contact with me, or if he has any extra information that could be beneficial to me, I will be staying at his home until mine is finished.
Okay. He recalls the name, and he says, "Oh, yeah, he makes fine armor. All right, we'll send a letter that way if once I have convened with the Baron more, we'll send a letter your way."
La'Shima nods and looks back. Ready to go find a half-elf?
Oh, speaking of finding, I brought a pet along with me for my travels. He
Rude.
went off to the festival somewhere. Hey, you're not here. He went off to the festival somewhere. I told him I'd meet up with him later, so I need to find him too.
Okay, when you say pet and then say meet up with him, I like literally look at you kind of weird. Like,
it's a long story. You'll understand what you mean.
is slavery legal, Cry? Like, how common is it at this point?
In some of the areas, yes. In Greyview and Delnas, no.
Someone's in trouble.
This is for me. Oh, god damn it, La'Shima. So, when you say that you have a pet and that you need to meet up with him, like, she deadpan looks at you and asks, so you have a slave?
No, not a slave. Pet.
She gets this look on her face and like she wants to say something, but it's just not processing properly. And okay, alright. I guess I'll figure it out when I see him. I don't know.
His name's Shade. You'll understand when you see him.
Okay.
Alright, so the two of you decide to head out into the city midday to go find
Any
Error and
party
Shade
members, yeah.
with respect.
As I walk out of Pimmick's office, I turn back and just say, "Hey, Pimmick, by the way, Ira and I are meeting later for drinks after dinner. You know the spot. Come meet us."
Takes him a moment, but then he slowly nods. He goes, "Yeah, all right, I'll be there." And with that, the two of you walk out and head back towards the town square where the main festival is kind of happening.
Well, he's apparently not my pet anymore.
I'm a free ferret. Hashtag ferret lives matter.
Yes.
And let's actually go ahead and take a like 10 to 15 minute break, and then come back and start getting towards our conclusion here for tonight. So, let's go for a 15-minute break. So that sounds good.
Okay.
All right. So 15-minute break, and then we'll be back.
Cool.
Oh my god.
What?
What he said.
Oh.
Is it pretty? Is it really?
Anything is pretty to Airport.
It's mediocre.
You my friend. Everything is pretty.
And you're drunk, so you're right.
Very drunk.
Exactly.
Lightweight.
Oh my god, wait, no. Aralor's drunk and Lashima's about to show up. No, we don't need two crying girls.
I'm
No.
hoping that Airlord gets into a bar fight. I want to see how it
It's like noon. You want to start a bar fight. I don't think that'll help town morale, just saying.
Arrowlore got white girl wasted. That's what you do. Off of one sip.
You break people's
It
hair,
was 2 sips.
give them compliments, and then start bar fights. What are we supposed to do?
It sounds right.
Fights could raise morale, though. Everyone likes seeing a good fight.
It's like a train wreck. You can't look away.
Yeah.
Let me go back and read what has actually gone down.
Oh, a lot of things.
I was keeping up with it up until it got heavy for us.
Makes sense.
Just discussion. Nothing too drastic.
Not gonna lie, Shade seems spacey enough for me to like.
Adorable.
Yay.
Yeah, he was like a little fairy. He's just so cute.
Do you act like a rodent at all? And do you look like food?
You
Fuck.
know what a ferret looks like?
I know what a ferret looks like, but do you look like food?
No.
Then you should be okay.
I mean, technically everyone is food, if you really think about it.
Try hard enough.
Actually, I think you were there for that. Like, as the Ifrit.
Uh-uh. Maybe.
Oh, Lashima's so terrible. Why do I do this to her?
Because you can. It's okay. I was disappointed, though, in your, stealth check, though.
You were disappointed in my stealth check.
Yeah.
It was like a 36.
Yeah, if I get a nat 1, I'm still higher than you.
What?
I am invisible at all times if I want to be.
So you have a plus 18?
No.
What?
You can see it if I have to stealth. It'll be a surprise.
Just roll it. God damn it.
Stop being jelly.
It's my thing!
Jelly.
Jesus Christ, how the hell do you have a 39?
Magic, being small, being a ferret, and,
You did a lot of research to stack the dice in your favor.
exactly.
Yep.
If I need to disappear, I can disappear.
Same?
If I need to do basically anything else, I might have issues.
Noted.
God, a fucking 39. I've lost my stick.
That's okay. In other situations, you're probably more handy.
I'm the Swiss Army knife of role players right now.
Yeah. I am not.
I really want to know what the rest of the bar is doing to y'all's, like, scene. Because it is probably a full-blown scene at this point.
Yeah, because she's like bawling loudly. Yeah, they're probably
All
like
anime
gawking.
style. And then Shade's just there going, what is happening? I am not prepared for this.
Let's hope like nobody approaches and say like, "What did you say to her? You you monster!
Yeah.
You hurt her feelings."
That's okay, you saw my stealth check, I'll just disappear and walk away.
Never.
Peace. Oh, Aerolor.
It's been a rough couple days. She can't help
I
it.
see. All your friends are leaving you?
And now you gotta make new friends. Better friends, promise you. We're gonna go on great adventures together. memorable adventures.
And maybe the old friends will come back.
Like necromancy.
This is where
That
it
is
comes
one way
out.
to keep friends.
This is where it comes out that Erlor is a necromancer.
Don't be sad. Don't be in pain. It'll be okay.
That's so wrong. Like, if you think about it, like, in a threatening way, don't be sad. That's interesting.
I mean, that's something that I would say.
I know.
I won't strangle you, mostly because I don't think I can reach your neck.
I'm only 5'1",
Yeah, I'm 3 feet max.
but you're a ferret, so you can climb.
Yeah.
That's true. But I have a feeling you'll not let me climb up your body to choke you out.
If it came down to that, you'd probably catch a stealth dagger.
Yeah. I'll have to do an incredible stealth sleight of hand check to climb up you without you noticing.
I think your stealth, you have no... Actually, I got pretty decent perception. It's not the best, but I'm curious now. Nah, I probably can't see you on a good day. I definitely can't beat that 46. Do I have any hope of it? It'll be rough. It'll be very rough.
There's a chance I could roll really low, or hit an @1.
It's the only way I would actually see you.
Yeah.
Sitting there, like, chilling in the darkness, and the darkness makes a noise. What the fuck was that?
Is there something?
It's okay. I won't do what I'm doing in another game.
Fucking-
I also have an incredible high stealth. I'm mute, so I write on a piece of paper and throw it at my allies.
Oh my god.
So I'll just be invisible throwing paper out.
Oh my god. Well,
Paper cut.
at least it's not as bad as what I do.
What did you do?
Not what did I do, what do I do? I don't know if you were there for the fight of it, but I literally go invisible and shoot arrows from the darkness. So, like, yours is just, like, mildly annoying. Mine is really fucked up. It's like, why did the darkness light up, and why is that light coming to me? Oh god, that's an arrow.
Yeah. More close range.
Definitely a distance fighter. Like, I can
I'm
do
working on getting distance.
close range, and could train, possibly? I don't know. But, yeah. I don't like being closer than 10 feet if I can help it.
I need to be at like 10 feet. At 10 feet, I'm at a good range.
I need a couple more feet before I'm happy at 10 or 5 feet.
Keep that in mind. As we skulk around the enemy.
The furry children are never seen by the party ever. Just shit dies everywhere. It's like, what is happening?
But think of how much they could fool enemies.
Oh god.
Just be like, I can snap my finger and one of you dies.
Gotta be a force arrow on that one.
Well, for you.
Well, I can't use my main. Like, I love my main, but I can't use it for everything.
Aww,
It literally gives away my position.
makes sense.
I need to get more arrows.
Just just make them.
Well, yeah, but I need to get more.
Erlor, what happened to your alpaca?
Llama.
Llama.
Oh, my bad, llama.
Are we talking about that?
I only knew you had one.
Well, the first one tried to kill me.
Ah.
Was pretty close to successful, too.
The second one,
I think it's still in the city. I think it's with Hannon.
it is, yeah, it is with Ilhan. I found another one,
Okay.
and it plays patty cake.
Is Lee here?
No, he's off right now.
Okay. Because I was going to go ahead and warn him to never, ever, ever, ever play Patty Cake with Erlor unless he just wants to roll a new character, cuz.
So mean. Why are you so rude?
Because it's true!
Ew.
It's fucking true!
Oh my gosh.
Everything that's played Patty Cake with her has fucking died or left the party.
It's actually, yeah, really scary true.
Okay, Erlor. Shade will play patty cake with you.
No!
Yes!
And with Baylor too. Damn.
Fuck! Didn't she do it with Gaia too? Fuck!
Maybe?
Yes, I did. It's okay, we won't have that problem anymore.
Oh.
Baylor has a curse.
At least not for a little while.
And nobody knows about it.
I know! Crazy.
Do you ever try just not being cursed?
Once, and then I sneaked.
Ah.
Where is it? I don't know. I'm just going with stuff.
Sean, I'm gonna get taught how to dance.
Yeah, I know, I've been seeing that.
I can dance invisibly now.
Oh god, you did a stealth roll? Jesus.
Yeah.
I wanted to let La'Shima know that
I'm
he's no
sad
longer
now.
stealthy.
I'm sad now. On the off chance that she sees him, he's gonna die, but you know. She's never gonna see him. She can't roll high enough.
Yeah, not even with
Nope.
20.
Nope. I might see like a whisker. It's like, the fuck? Where did this come?
Wait a minute, I didn't have this whisper there before.
They were there 1 minute, now they're not. And they appear over there. Is it teleporting?
I can't leave the house in the daylight ever again.
Just don't throw me over anything.
I mean, I'm not strong enough to throw shit, so you ain't gotta worry about that for
I
me.
guess I'm safe.
Actually, shit, I need to find somebody to deal with that.
So you can throw things?
No. I have some other shit going on. Cry, is it possible for me to find someone that could, remove whatever the fuck this is?
probably go to like any of the shrines, any priests or clerics.
Totally going to Adonis because she's been looking out so far.
Have Aralor do some dancing in the moonlight.
Was that to me or Sealy?
That was to you.
Oh.
Do your ritual dancing for him. It'll clear all things. Right? That's how necromancy works. You kill them and just bring them back to life and it cures all things.
Yeah. Totally.
So you let them die on purpose?
Yeah.
Sounds like it would.
Maybe that's the whole thing of the patty cake.
I've got no issue with being undead. Yeah, I do. Actually, a big issue.
It's actually part of the ritual.
The patty cake?
Don't ever. Hold on. Before you even get into it, because I just realized whose voice this was. Do not ever play patty cake with Aralor, okay? Ever. Everyone that she has ever played patty cake with has died or left the party. Don't play with her.
It's just a game.
Or is it?
Ooh.
I don't think that's something my character would do anyway, so I think we're good.
Oh,
You have
no.
to see him squirm.
I want to know what your character would do if I was considered a small item.
I would cast daylight on you, and you'd walk around as a bright light ferret.
I've done that to people before.
I get the feeling that Shade would secretly love that, though.
Oh, Shade would love that.
Have you seen his freaking stealth roll?
Yes, I have, and it hurts.
Oh, yeah.
I was the stealth one. Okay, it hurts.
So Sean had him join our like one-on-one thing story stuff,
Mhm.
and the first thing he does is like roll perception to see if you see him. So I roll. I'm like, hey, that's a good roll. He rolls stealth. I'm like, what the hell?
The way I found out when he was like, I saw your stealth roll early and I was disappointed. I was like, what do you mean? It was a 36. He was like, with my lowest, I could get higher than you. I was like, what the fuck?
Like, even with my highest, like there is no perceiving him even at his lowest roll. Even if he didn't roll, of what he gets to add is higher than anything I could possibly roll.
Same.
Yeah, in that small one with Lee, we met another character, and Sean rolled for him and goes, alright, so that completely stops what I was gonna do. Alright, next thing.
I have a feeling, and I want to do it, but I'm probably going to forget, that anytime Shade literally talks next to La'Shima, she's going to jump. Like, hair on end. Like, ah! Like, wait. God damn it!
I forgot you were there.
That's okay.
I am totally giving you a bell. I am giving you a bell. I swear to God, it's happening.
That is a great
I'm not a pet!
Hey!
I don't believe you.
I'm not saying you're a pet. I'm just going to give you a bell. He was like, check out this earring. It's really cool, right?
Yeah.
As you staple it to my ear.
Tagging a wild animal.
But that's okay. When people sneak up on me, sometimes I just go into a war dance. Yeah, what happened?
Does it do damage?
My war dance?
Yes.
No.
Good.
1 point.
So it's not a Vlad situation. Thank God, cry.
Yeah. You're forever scarred.
I didn't get stomped by Vlad, so I'm good.
Yeah, I was honestly worried about that when he was.
Like, as soon as he said that, I was like, God, Gia's gonna be, like, loving him.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
God. I just... Oh man, that prank we did was just perfect. Perfect.
So happy every time I think about it.
one of the other players had a ranger who had a ferret, like a large ferret, as a
large white
companion.
ferret specifically.
Yeah, a white ferret, and I came up with the evil idea of us trapping the ferret inside of like a closet, and then having a white pelt with a little bit of like fake red blood on it, and being like, I don't know what happened.
Like he made, but I found this coat. It was pretty sweet.
That's fantastic.
You didn't question it at all. She just got so mad.
Yeah, so upset.
It's like I left you guys with my ferret for like 20 minutes, and you fucking.
Yeah,
Note to self: don't wind up alone with any of you.
Oh, you should already know that. Nothing bad will ever happen to you.
Alrighty, so coming back here. Do we have everyone back? I think we do. I think I heard everyone's voice.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so as the three of you in this town or in the city center are kind of sitting there, you've enjoyed a little bit of food, you've had some interesting conversation. La'Shima and Sam, go ahead and give me perception checks as you guys are returning to the town center.
Totally gonna go by the.
Forget it. I'm never finding Shade.
I'm not actually stealth right now.
At this point, do you want to find him?
It won't matter. Sorry, what did you say? Perception.
Yep.
Can I make a pit stop and go to the fucking a cleric or a priest or somebody?
Do you try and pull Sam along?
I'm following.
I mean, he knows that I'm looking for Errolor, so
Okay.
Just eat him. It's hilarious.
So, Sam, when you start following this new Catfolk woman, she starts heading off in the opposite direction than the town center.
Oh, okay. So nobody actually gave me a description of her. I didn't know she was a cat lady.
sorry.
Yes. Yes.
That's
She is
the
a-
whole pet
she-
scenario.
She is a 5'1", gray and brown tabby catfolk. Green eyes, probably shoulder length hair. Depending on your tastes, pretty cute.
Yeah.
What
Kind of
color
like
eyes?
the
Green.
cat people from Elder Scrolls.
I heard green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think I ever would have made the pet joke knowing you were a cat.
That's what I thought.
I mean, I don't know. I think it still fits perfect.
I mean, I really don't consider it my pet.
Is this you in character backpedaling?
No, this is me out of here.
Oh.
Like, you just noticed you had ears. Like, on top of your head.
It's like, so you got these ears and a tail. Has that always been there? Because I totally didn't mean what I said earlier.
From what I remember, you do kind of hide yourself a little bit, though, Will, right?
Not a whole lot. Like,
Oh, okay.
I'm sure the whiskers would have given it away.
I don't have the cloak up, like the hood up all the time, but I'm definitely in it.
Gotcha. Okay. But like I said, when you leave from the barracks where Pimic was following this catfolk, you realize that, like I said, she's going in the opposite direction than the town center. There we go.
La'Shima, town center's the other way.
Oh, I need to make a quick stop. dealing with the crack yesterday, kind of got into some fights and stuff down there. I got bit by a spider or something. I'm not feeling right. Just gotta go handle that really quick.
You want some company?
Uh, you wanted to hear my story, so I got no issue with you tagging along.
I go.
Oh man. Oh, okay, I'm good. That's some serious crack you did there, Sheila. Jeez.
Man, it was a big rock, all right.
All right. So you follow La'Shima as she makes her way over to. You said Abdana?
Yeah.
Okay. To a small building that when you get closer, you see that it is a shrine that has been set up to one of the goddesses.
Which one?
When you look closer, there is a small little carved statue made out of marble that at the base of it says Abdana. La'Shima, you enter inside. There's two man, my brain don't work no more. Inside is two people that are two humans that are kind of just cleaning and keeping the place in order. They are wearing these full robes from head to tail, from head to foot, and they have holy symbols around their neck of your goddess, and one of them puts aside a broom that they were currently sweeping the floor with and walks over to you and says, is there something that we can help you with today?
Yes, actually. I was coming in search of healing, possibly.
She says, what kind of healing?
Yesterday, I was attempting to help with the crack issue, and in the midst of that, encountered what looked to be a giant spider, and it bit me. And I just haven't been feeling as strong as I usually do.
She kind of has a gasp and she says, that sounds terrible. We can try to heal you.
I would greatly appreciate that.
She says, okay. So, for what we have to do, we do unfortunately have to use some items that have monetary value.
I understand. I was not planning on leaving without leaving a large donation as well. Abdana has looked kindly upon me.
With you saying that, she says, oh, do you do you follow Abdana?
I do.
She she kind of nods and she says, says, "All right. Well, if you'll step into this room over here," and she opens a door off to a very small little room inside of which has a a chair and some shelving. And looking at the shelving units, there is like an assortment of different items and ingredients and just things that you, as you've gone further into your trainings, realize that they're most likely some sort of components for spells. She says, "Please go ahead and have a seat."
I go ahead and sit down where she indicated.
And she will step inside and close the door behind. And she says, where were you bitten?"
I don't remember. And I don't think I wrote it.
Yeah, it's probably the leg.
Probably.
We could say it's the leg.
Okay. I would do my best to show her where the wound was. Like,
Okay,
rolling up
so-
pants leg or...
Right, so you start rolling up a pant leg, and as you kind of move it up part of the calf, you see these two incision-like marks on your leg that have kind of started to swell a little bit, and they've just kind of sat there. They don't totally hurt to any kind of touch, but they've just been like a dull achy, which is kind of how the rest of your body has felt.
I would offer, like, as she's looking at it, it's like, I do actually have a sample of their venom. Would that help you, like, figure out how to counter it?
She kind of puts up her hand if you offer it to refuse, and she says, "We don't really deal with alchemical means. We have our faith, and Abdana usually gives us the ability to help those in need." Taking a look, it looks like, and from what you have told me, it looks like we may have to do a short little ritual that would 50 gold would be able to cover the pricing of the items and things that are required.
That's not a problem. I can do that.
Okay. So you go ahead and pay her.
Mm-hmm.
And she begins the ritual, and about 10 minutes go by, and then you feel, as she places her hands on your shoulders, this coursing energy go through your body. That dull, achy pain rushes away from you, down and out your feet, and you feel like you have been healed.
Sweet.
She kind of takes a moment and then opens the door and kind of gestures you out.
On my way out, I would look over to Sam and, like, hold up a finger for one moment and say a quick prayer to Abdana.
Okay.
Saying basically, like, thanks for looking out.
Okay. Alright, and then the two of you start heading back towards the town center then.
Yep. Let's go find your pet.
You feeling better?
Feeling great. Like, she actually jumps at that.
Good.
Dude, -2 to strength, like, directly hurts. Especially when you only have 12 strength.
All right, so the two of you start heading back towards the town center, and then as you start scanning the crowd, you catch sight of La'Shima. You catch sight of Sealy and Errolor sitting at a table. Sam, you catch sight of a small 3-foot creature that sits in a chair right at the table as well. Looks like you have found the people that you were looking for.
I'm sorry, I'm refreshing Roll20s. It crapped out on me.
I did say in chat that I left another donation of 50.
You said they're all at the table?
Yeah.
Is Errolor still crying when we get there?
I think it's been a long enough time for Errolor to have had her moment. Yeah?
Errolor, are you still crying?
Alright.
Couldn't decide.
I would walk over to Errolor and Sealy and say, you found somebody new? What's this? Who's this?
Shade, what are you doing here?
Wait, you know what?
Small world.
La'Shima, this is my pet, Shade.
I'm not a pet.
I look away and giggle.
Oh my god.
No, he's really not my pet. This is Shade. I met him in my travels.
Shade. That's an interesting name.
What do they call you?
I'm pretty sure this is the exact conversation I had with him.
They call me La'Shima.
I have the weird name.
Yeah.
Normal.
Seriously though,
Two
what?
syllables.
Shade isn't a name, it's a thing you hide in. What?
Well, perhaps that's what I do, and I was named after what I do.
La'Shima can't argue that logic.
I know a fisherman named Fish. What's your point?
It's just a weird name, man. Alright, just...
Sam, who is La'Shima? How do you know her?
Technically I don't. I just met her over at the Lawmasters, or at the Keep. And they actually have some information about the stuff that we saw on the way in. So I guess he and Arlor have been to the zone that we saw on the way in that they're not letting anyone into.
Why would they take a drunk woman into a zone? A dangerous zone?
Drunk woman? And I look over at Errolor like,
Woman?
are you okay? Oh god. I look at like Sealy, I'm like, you let her drink?
How was I supposed to know this would happen?
I give her the look of like, well, look at her.
She just like throws her arms up with exasperation. Calm her down.
I literally go over and like scooch her over on the seat and like sit with her. You fall. Oh.
know that, La'Shima?
You can still put two people on a stool.
Now
She's
you're gonna
calling
make
you
fun.
fat.
Yeah, so maybe she just called it.
No, I'm that drunk probably.
Oh my god.
Literally,
Sammy-
she's drinking like the lightest thing ever.
It's like literally watered down ale.
Yeah.
No, it's just water, actually.
Fuck.
Placebo effect, man.
La'Shima's. Oh, no, damn it. Airlor's not even drunk. She just wanted to look it. I needed a
don't know if you
scene.
could do that.
I needed a scene.
Huh.
But did you actually fall?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I would literally pick her up, like, as best I can.
Have me.
I'm trying to help you.
She's not trying to help me. She's trying to leave me.
I'm not trying to leave you. Why would I try to leave you? Everybody's not leaving. Why would I try to leave you? What happened?
Gaia left. Baylor's gonna leave because God is misty thing or and everybody's
I don't know if Baylor really counts as. I don't even know if he's
He's
alive.
in love with a sword. He's gonna leave with the sword. That's just what people do. They leave with swords.
So I'm leaving with a sword.
No, you have a man with a tail, like you.
I have a tail.
I literally, like, shoot, like, dagger glare at him.
Yeah, but it's the wrong kind of fluff. You found the right amount of fluff on the tail. Keep it.
I am gonna keep it, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna keep you too. We signed on to do this together, remember?
Guys, I asked you to be my bodyguard.
What was the beginning part of that?
I said if I remember correctly, I asked you to be my bodyguard.
Yeah, and I've done the best I can in guarding you. Mind you, you did most of the guarding in the beginning, but I got better.
Now you leave.
I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere.
Maybe I should just go off with Britt.
How long have you two known each other?
Quite a while.
Mm-hmm. Seems like it, right? That's a lot of emotional baggage there.
I know, right?
Fucking shit, La'Shima. You gonna go off with the food?
Oh shit! Never mind. I didn't see that. The food. Is that all you think about? Is food and
Ryan, stop!
What?
stop food, people. And I can't believe you and everybody else in this town can't see him like I see him. And he is good people.
He's good people. Rat folk are friends, not food. You keep telling me that. It's true. I swear it. She's literally crossing her hands behind her back.
Lie to me. You get that glint in your eye. Don't think I didn't know that. You and everybody else think I'm stupid.
Well, since you seem to know about the glint in my eye, when I say that I'm leaving you, do you see the glint?
Taylor's not actually mad. She's doing Ah, no, I've been thinking. And what you just said made me think even more. And maybe it is time. Maybe I do my own. But stay in the city. I like
La'Shima chuckles at that. A druid that likes the city. That's.
That's where the people be.
it's where the people get healed and they're where rat folks need some like this where representation. Rat folk rights. I'm gonna say that quite loudly so the whole bar hears me.
Oh God. La'Shima's ears like tucked down, and she's like trying to hide. Like.
It's like,
Yeah.
we didn't make a big enough scene already. I love it.
Does anyone care about rat folk rights?
You get
Probably.
you get like two heads that turn. Not a whole lot of people are kind of interested.
I need that one drunk person that just goes, yeah! Just cuz.
I'm still looking for that bar fight for some reason. I don't know.
Fuck.
Maybe that's where my talent lies. Rat folk rights.
I mean, that is a definite uphill battle for you.
Well, I'm used to climbing hills. I climbed a mountain.
We climbed quite a few mountains to get here, but I can see your point.
Alright, while you guys have been sitting here at the side of this, off to the side of the street, at this table for a little while now, go ahead and everyone give me perception.
We all gonna die, y'all.
Woohoo! Then we can all be rat folk and get ourselves some rights.
Yeah.
Fucking shit, La'Shima, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Be perceptive.
Be very perceptive, yo.
I wish I could perceive better.
You don't need to perceive better. Shit, you already perceive better than me, you bitch.
As all of
I
you
perceive
are
better than
sitting
you.
there, as all of you are sitting there talking, that moment when everyone's gaze is turned away from Erlor, except for La'Shima. La'Shima, you watch as from the shadows nearby, hands grasp out and a cloth is placed over Erlor's mouth and she is pulled backwards into an alleyway.
Do I have any kind of time to react to this?
We're outside.
Yeah. So to give you a better idea of where you are, you're off to the side of like a main street.
Sitting on stools.
Right, kind of in like a little opening between a bunch of buildings, and there's some alleyways that lead off between some of the buildings. And one of the closest ones is where this happens. La'Shima. I'll give you a reaction.
Arm dagger throw.
Okay. Go for it.
I mean arm kunai, but yeah. Need to change that to that, and boop. No, really?
Oh.
I fucking tried, Airlore. I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Ooh.
Fail.
I fucking tried. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Alright, that does not hit. Can you go ahead and confirm that fumble for me?
It is a D20 plus mods.
It's just basically roll your attack again. It's the
Okay.
same exact. It's the same exact attack versus AC. Okay.
So you just rolled out again to get that?
Yeah. So basically, right, you have, if you hit a natural 1 or a natural 20, right, it's either a critical or it's either a critical success, right, if you get the nat 20, or a critical fail if you get the nat 1.
And this auto confirms your nat 20s, but doesn't auto confirm the nat 1s.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's an option to click on the sheet or not.
I haven't
no.
seen it.
But I don't think so. Yeah. But it's basically the same idea. Is if you got that thing, you have to. It's like if you get a nat 20, you have to, or a critical, you have to confirm by hitting over their AC again. Otherwise, it was just a normal hit. Same goes on the opposite side for critical fails. You have to roll another one again. If you get over their AC, then you didn't critically fail, you just failed. So in this case, with La'Shima, La'Shima did not critically fail, just a normal fail. Because if it was a critical fail, that kunai would have been flying right into Airlore. But otherwise, it flies past the both of them and skitters off against one of the stone walls. And the rest of you now see standing off to the side right of the entranceway of that alleyway is another person as well. These look like humanoids who are wearing some cloaked leather.
Do they look familiar to
They do not
me?
look like that.
Okay.
When you look at them, they are in this dull red leather that has this black and red cloak over the top. Both their hoods are up, and you see both of them have these symbols on their back. The same symbol on each one.
Do I recognize the symbol at all?
You can give me a knowledge religion. Yeah, that's it. That's good enough. When looking at these symbols, you believe that these are the symbols of this strange cult you have heard of a few times. This cult
Lovely.
of Denizal.
Lovely.
And there's one standing in the entrance to the alleyway, and there is one running away.
Running away?
Yes, with La'Shima in hand.
Or Airlore.
Aralor in hand.
You see yourself being taken away.
Mind blown.
That would be an out-of-body experience.
I wouldn't put it past you though, Cry.
We all see this, or just La'Shima?
Only La'Shima sees Errolor being taken. Everyone else sees this other one just standing at the alleyway entrance.
Just one.
Lashima's gonna do her best to get past and fucking start unloading on this motherfucker. So,
Alright, let's go ahead and go into initiative then. Let me go ahead and... That's not what I thought it was.
We are here.
That works though. I will tell you where we are in just a moment.
you gonna do a screen snap?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
This, oh, yeah. Okay, so... where did we get? There we go. Okay. Oh gosh, I have to remember where my characters page is. Oh, there it is. Just need that one, that one, that one. Okay. Paste. Will might recognize one of my name pieces. What is it, Will? Is it this one?
That looks right.
Was it shift click, right?
It's either shift click or control click. But yeah, that's right.
Okay. Alright. So you have buildings upon buildings that kind of form this alleyway. Okay, and you're all kind of standing around this table. Whoa, ferret's crazy.
Is that the actual token you want, Dylan?
Yes.
Send it to me. I'll make a token for you later.
Heaven forbid it's not round.
It looks weird. Leave me alone.
What? You can't. You've never seen that square ferret before?
He's smushed though. Free that child.
Okay, so
Did you really give him? Okay.
what?
Nothing. What you said earlier about me recognizing a thing.
Oh yeah. Well, he doesn't have a character icon yet. So I let him use one of my ones. So go ahead and
Plus
roll
2, kid.
initiative.
17. Thanks, Seely.
Oh, that sucked.
Oh man, I thought that was mine for a second.
I mean, you're free to take that.
Nope.
Alright, so let's see. I'll add you guys.
They don't think they clicked their token when they...
Oh.
Airlar, you can
I did not.
go ahead
I
and
did
roll.
not click the token. You were correct.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
I got it. Bam.
Oh yeah, I can change my own? Since when?
I'm just magical.
Adding my plus 2 cry.
Yep. Sounds good.
I didn't know I could change it. I thought you had to do it.
Nope. Right, and then you can go ahead and roll initiative 2, Grace. Just give me a d20. I'll add your bonus. Well, I mean, no, you have the thingy, so you're good.
Wait, what?
That would be a 19. Yep. Nice.
Thought he was in another plane.
Oh, sweet.
Don't know what you're talking about.
10.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, Bryce, who?
I'm very lost now.
And then Airlar, you can roll initiative 2.
Okay.
Don't forget, click your token.
Where is it? There. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Did it go through?
Yep, I think so.
Okay,
Yep.
because I was. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, it went through. Cool. Okay. Alright, Seely, you are the first one to react after seeing this.
Okay, so what did we see exactly? We didn't see our Airlore exactly being taken, but we saw.
La'Shima, like, stand and throwing a dagger.
Yeah. You see Shima throw a dagger into the alleyway, and when you look, you see you see this guy right here.
Gotcha.
What do you do?
Give me 1 moment, I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry. What it feels like.
Cry, if I have to draw my bow, would I be able to do 2 attacks? Or would I be using the movement to draw my bow?
No, it is not a movement to drop something.
No, to draw.
Oh, do you have...
I think I have
Do
quick
you have quick
draw.
draw?
I'm pretty sure I have quick draw.
Oh, dang. I totally left my weapon at home this morning.
Fuck!
As soon as you said that, I was like, oh man.
Sammy, want a weapon?
I'd be useless with it.
Use a bar stool.
Yep, I have quick draw.
Okay. Then it would be... it's a swift action, I believe.
These squares are 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
What kind of weapon does that guy have?
When you look at him, you see he is holding a bow.
Okay, remind me, because I haven't had a chance to reread the Pathfinder rules. I don't have quick draw, so like, am I able to move and then draw, but have to attack on next round, or does that make an attack of opportunity?
You can draw a weapon and then move. Yeah.
But I won't be able to attack with it, is what I mean.
Correct. Not after you get up to them. If they were to like move away from you, yeah, you could. Or if they, like, you can still do an attack of opportunity if you're close enough.
Didn't mean to click that.
Am I frozen?
You should be good.
No? Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you're bummed.
Yeah, it moved and then it moved back.
Okay. I just didn't see Aralor's initiative at all. Or what you didn't mean to click.
I'm talking to myself.
Okay.
Okay, what I am going to do, though, I'm going to draw my rapier.
Okay.
While moving forward. Here.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, is that all Sealy does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, next is Sam.
So I am unfamiliar with this. If I were to grapple, what skill would I be using?
You'd be rolling a CMB against their CMD.
Right. Keep talking. That one.
It's under attack still, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah. It's at the top.
CMB. There it is. Got it.
Gonna have to fucking move. I know it.
Diagonal like that is still 5.
So if you click and pick up your icon while still holding it, if you press
Q.
I think it is.
It's Q now, yeah.
Yeah, it's Q now. It will give you like a little thing that you can like place and set down paths
Yeah,
and
like
whatnot.
waypoints.
Yeah.
Why did they switch it to Q?
It's stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
It's really delayed too. It just puts numbers everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
What do you press after Q to get your character to move?
You just let it go.
You
You
just let
release
go.
the click, yeah.
Okay.
Like, you're not gonna see the movement, we see the movement.
And you don't have to do square by square if you're doing, like, you could probably just have done a corner.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to do square by square because it figures in the diagonals for you.
I don't think I was. I was just moving it over there.
Oh, so maybe that's how it shows it now.
It did it automatically for me.
I'm curious now. I'm just gonna move diagonal. What y'all see?
Move diagonal.
Move
Yeah,
diagonal.
you just move
It was
diagonally.
direct.
Whoa! Is it you, Dylan?
That wasn't me. I'm blue.
No, I'm blue.
Okay,
So,
so
it showed up as me, but
if you pick up the token, then press Q, then move, it will actually do the diagonal line. If you
Yeah.
hold Q, then pick up the token, it does it square by square.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's 30 feet.
Okay.
All I want to say is, Bryce, you don't go anywhere, goddammit. I'm taking you down.
How did I hear you talking about?
I suppose I will spend a soul and use soul.
Okay.
At this one here.
Okay. Is it frozen for anyone else with
The yellow?
the yellow?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Not on mine, but it goes away eventually. Or at least it did for me.
Okay.
It's still there for us. It's still where you came from to where you are. Oh, there it is.
There you
That was
go.
gone.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Alright, so 29 you see, yeah, that definitely hits. Brace, you can take 17 damage.
Wait, oh, is that a weapon check? Oh, I see. Is it 17?
Wait, what?
Alright. Is it me? Oh, Christ. Something out. 14
Okay, it is that.
You rolled initiative, but you're not on the board.
For who?
Price.
Oh, he's there.
He's the one
Under
stealing her
Airroller?
lore.
Oh, I see that. You rolled an 11 though.
Yeah.
Modifier.
Plus
Oh,
the...
I forgot to add initiative bonus and stuff.
Yeah. He had a +8,
Oh.
so he's at 19.
Oh, got it. I was looking at the 10 one, thinking that was messed up. Okay.
Okay, so you moved and attacked. So that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Okay. Bryce.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna do a throw. I'm gonna throw here at my other brother here. I'm gonna throw the violet venom, and I'm gonna poison just all three of you guys.
What?
Every single, all three.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, no, my other brother, Bismillah, and Cecil.
Sealy.
Sealy. Is there a role for throwing an item like that? Brian?
Yep, it's yeah.
It's range, isn't it?
Working it out right now, yeah. It is. Oh, almost had it. Hold on. Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So it's D20 plus 9.
Well,
Is this considered an attack?
It is.
my understanding is this is treated like.
It's treated like a bomb, but I'm trying to figure out how far off you threw. 12.
We slept, so that means we had a long rest, right? Means I get my health
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, you had a long rest. What is, which one did you throw it at?
His brother.
At the Rogue.
Oh, okay.
So if this is a confined corridor, I guess the alternative is like end up throwing.
Yeah, we'll leave it up to fate. Okay, falls short.
Ah.
Falls short, smashing against the wall 10 feet behind him.
Ah, bummer. That's a 5-foot range. Okay. So before he throws it, my character, brother, congratulations! You can sacrifice yourself for the cause. Tosses the vial of the venom, but he Airlore is right in front of him, and so he's trying to like fucking what was that movie? Wanted, like curve throw it and on the wall.
Yep.
I love you, Bryce.
Now his brother turns his head around, and just shakes his head.
Okay, well don't move too much because we can try again. I guess I get a move action also.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
Go somewhere. Run. Half speed because you're pulling Airlore.
Oh, right. Okay. Then I'll only. Oh, it's cute. Okay. I'll move, 15 feet back this way.
Oh, I can still see you. It's a shame.
And that's half of that ends my turn.
Alright. La'Shima.
First one's Thistle. Fuck it. Both of them are Thistle. Fuck you, bro. You don't take my friends.
Yeah, I do. What do you think I'm doing?
Ooh.
You've grossly misread the situation. Oh! Ah.
And they're Thistle, so you're bleeding. Fuck you.
Now, which one's on who?
Both of them are on you.
On me? Ah.
23. So you take 4 damage immediately,
Okay.
but next round you'll take 23 damage unless you don't do a heal check.
Okay. And would that be before or after my action?
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's before.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Bleeding dangerous.
You're lucky I don't have time to cast Gravity Bow.
Big talk.
But yeah,
Alright,
in
so
response to what you yelled out to your
fire
buddy,
2 arrows.
in response to what you yelled out to your buddy before I send those 2 arrows, I would yell back, the only one getting sacrificed today is you, bro.
That would be an honor. You've misread my intentions here, ma'am. I don't know why you
2 arrows.
Victorians.
2 arrows streak across and strike into it's Erlor.
Okay, I'm being kidnapped. What would it
Flail. Struggle.
Flail.
It's Denizal!
Bite his ear.
Well, actually, the first thing I thought of was, like, is he wearing armor?
You see that he is in what looks like studded leather.
Are his arms covered?
Yes, all the way down to his wrists.
You can always try to do thing like this congeniality.
Fight him.
Boop his nose.
Yes.
Boop the snoot.
Yeah, I guess flail, it's not gonna go very well for me, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, are you trying to break free?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check. Where is it? Oh,
I know.
this is where I always get confused.
I got a 13.
Are you still talking to yourself?
I was, I'm sorry.
Okay, you said you had a 13. Okay. I'm gonna say that's strong enough to break free.
No!
What is wrong with you?
He's taking you to see your friends.
And that takes a
Stranger
full round
danger.
action to escape the other guy. We'll go ahead and
Remember, he's salty that his companion was totally attacking him.
he doesn't care about that.
We're on the exact same page about
he
how
pulls
He's used to it.
he pulls out a bottle himself and smashes it right in front of him.
Very good, brother.
It was great. It sounded far away and everything.
I'm pretty sure that works. Sealy and Sam, I need fort saves. both of you see this this guy pull out this bottle and smash it down, and both of you turn your face and cover your mouth and eyes and look away just in time, as this strange liquid kind of hits your skin. You feel it start to kind of start to affect you a little bit, but you feel your body fight it off. Those seem fine. Okay. He, on the other hand, starts thing.
Idiot.
And he kind of just and he drops his bow out of his left hand. Shade.
Yay! My turn. And then I'm gonna throw my Shadow Shuriken at him. At this one.
Okay.
Break that concentration.
It's becoming an embarrassing encounter.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Die.
Oh,
Yeah. Those of you right there, you see this this small object that looks very dark fly out from his hand and strike into this opponent. Sam, you've seen this quite a few times already now. It's not new to you.
Don't hurt my Sammy. I'm still getting stuff from him.
Okay, yeah, cool. Alright. It looks like he is definitely bloodied for sure. As this strikes into his leather, kind of piercing right through it, and looks like you hit a soft spot. Alright, Sealy.
Okay. The guy that's in front of me, like, is he down or is he just? You said he dropped his bow and stuff.
He dropped his bow, both hands are covering his face, and he is coughing and, like hunched over. Like whatever the heck that bottle was, it's not good. Not doing good for him. And he now has blood coming out of his armor from where whatever flew past you struck him.
Mm-hmm. Like, would I be able to squeeze past him? Like, or how would that work?
Yeah, you can push past him. If you try to just go past him, you would get an attack of opportunity from him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, or you can try and do athletics.
Okay, let me try that. Okay.
So I believe it's acrobatics to move through a threatened square without backwards.
Is that only with a specific feat, or is that just in general?
I think it's in general. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, common uses move through threatened squares. So to move through it, you do a acrobatics check. You move at half your speed when doing so, or you can move at full speed by decreasing the DC of it, the DC of the check, and it is basically you're going against their CMD. So did you want to move full speed or half speed there, Sealy?
What's the difference exactly? Just to be able to do a move after the fact?
Just the difficulty. So. And how far you go.
She's gonna go full speed.
Okay.
Honestly, trying to knock the dude over if she can.
Alright, so you can go ahead and move. He did not beat his CMD. Where is it? He's gonna make a swing. Alright, yeah, he kind of swings out with his fists in blind rage, and
So you said to just like release it, right? It's supposed to move.
yeah, you have to pick up your token. So you don't want to be on the measuring stick. You
I
want to
think
be
you're
on
using
the
measuring
move.
tool.
Gotcha.
You gotta be.
Okay. So then the character moves
Mm-hmm.
like what you guys did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Am I still able to do an action, or is the running the action?
Good question.
Because of the acrobatic, that's why.
No, it would just be part of your movement. So you have an attack left, or an action left. Is there something else you wanted to do?
Yeah, there is. Sorry, I'm reading a
Okay.
spell.
Gotcha.
Because I'm like, they're different. I gotta read them. I essentially want to like cast it here.
Okay, like past him.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So you cast this spell, and suddenly everything you see a small film of this liquid kind of seeping and pouring onto that area. Nice. Sam.
So I'm reading through that. So if he tries to walk through that, he's already half speed for carrying someone or dragging someone. So is his half speed halved if he succeeds
Yep.
that acrobatics check?
Yep.
Okay. Huh.
I'm not currently carrying anyone.
I thought
Oh,
she broke
you
free.
got-
Yeah.
She broke free.
Right. You broke free. Oh man, I was counting on that half speed.
Sorry.
Well, we're gonna have one dead body to loot.
You're definitely
I don't know what you're talking about.
And so they threatened you, and she was trying so hard to make you feel better.
Would you prefer if we looted their living bodies?
Oh, I've done that too.
Maybe.
What if our looting kills them?
I'm a very
Like-
persuasive looter.
This isn't Skyrim, okay? You can't just put poisons in people's pockets and kill them.
Yes, you can.
Call that.
I was thinking maybe they had a pacemaker and we ripped that out.
Fuck.
So.
What is a
okay,
pacemaker?
So I used my movement of 30 feet.
Mhm.
Is there something else I can burn? Is it an action or a bonus action? Like, what is it that I would burn if I were to move more?
Yeah, you'd be using your action that to like do something else for movement instead.
Okay.
It'd be the equivalent of a dash in 5e. But running's weird in this one.
Yes, it is.
Ah, if only I had my weapon.
Never leave home without it.
Just make your own weapons.
It's pretty realistic though.
Lashima's paranoid. Everyone in the city wants to kill her. That's not her friend.
Can I throw arrow lore at him?
Fuck.
Sure, go right ahead. There's probably a scythe on my back I'm not gonna use. Go for it.
Is there actually a scythe on your back?
Yes.
Yes.
Holy crap! All right. Okay, so Cry, I guess. Does it matter whose scythe I'm using as far as my reach? Okay. Can I grab the scythe off her back and use it in the same action?
Since she already said you can, sure.
Sweet. I am grabbing the scythe.
And we now have Zoslin now.
Everyone's probably too drunk to realize it, not gonna lie.
Okay, I just added it as a note so I can do any of these rolls. I will attack with the scythe. I've got a 10-foot range. In fact, I believe I get 2 attacks.
Um.
Or 1 because I grabbed the scythe.
I think it's only one because of the move action and yeah, and because of drawing a weapon.
Alright, I'll take 1 swing.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's the same numbers as well, right? So,
Yeah, I think I just added a note there that if I were to use this part of my scythe, then it would do the extra damage. So it's not
Right.
that extra damage.
right. So, and she's using a +2, and I think you had a +2. So I don't think that changes anything either.
The enhanced. I have that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yep, that definitely hits. 10 damage. As the scythe swings across, cutting some of the armor and some biting into the flesh. He is really not looking good.
Draw where the grease is.
It is. Square. Okay. That's what I was trying to find. I'm guessing it's like right here.
Yep. pretty much just as far as I can reach from where I was without having to make it more powerful to spell.
Cool.
Yep. That's like exactly or something like that. Anyways, yep, that's where it is. Alright, so that ends Sam. Bryce.
Hey, so I think
so-
I have all that bleeding damage.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna kill me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just bleed out to death.
Dang it! I was gonna smack him in the forehead.
You still can.
Bleeding damage. Who did bleeding damage?
Yo.
That poison?
Cause fuck you,
The
thistles.
other furry.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Kunai's are
La'Shima.
sharp.
Not kunai. I shot thistle arrows.
That was.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you missed.
Mm-mm,
I guess I missed the second one around.
They were glowing thistle arrows.
Yeah, two arrows that when you see her, yeah, when you see her draw those arrows, they are like very barbed and sharp edges on the arrow tip, and when it flies through the air, you see them light with like a golden light as they fly, strike the target. All right, yeah. Pretty sure that's just like an instant. La'Shima.
How bad off is this other fucker looking?
Pretty bad.
If he's not bleeding out, you know, you could, like, not kill him and use him to get information.
Planning on it, but I gotta do
Okay.
something first.
I didn't realize that your arrow was killed that quickly.
I also did like 27 damage to him too.
Oh, did you? Is the sight
Yeah.
range that, like, far?
10 foot.
I've got
No,
a 10
that
foot
was-
range.
I
And
did
that was
not
also
realize
something
that.
else.
God damn it, I didn't set up spells today, so I don't know what I actually have prepared. Fuck.
All of them.
I'm in the city not expecting shit, so I probably actually wouldn't even have gravity bow set up.
Wonder what that feels like.
God damn it. I probably would always keep a casting of Cure Wounds, because I am always in shit. I really don't want to burn it on him, but I'm going to burn it on him. Is it touch? It is touch. God damn it. So yeah, I would walk up and say to Shade, think you can hold this guy for a little bit? As I literally lay hands on him.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna kill that guy. Alright.
You get no love. You took the one I was trying to, like, console. Should have took somebody else.
You should have taken me.
Yeah, I don't know that guy.
It would have hurt, but you should have taken me.
Alright. Yeah, apparently you can't refuse it, so...
No, don't touch me. I don't want to be healed.
Because I was seriously looking up if it had a will to negate, and it doesn't. So yeah, you place your hands on him, and you see his wounds that was left by Shade start to heal.
But yeah, make sure this fucker doesn't get away. I, like, literally say to everyone. I've got words to say. And now I wish I had the interrogation technique that that other dude bro had, because that shit was cool.
Alright, and since it is already so late...
Was there another one?
Hmm?
My Ifrit or another one?
Another one. Somebody after you left. It was very cool.
And because it is so late, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. Pick it back up.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so no experience for tonight, but next time when we conclude everything, we'll get experience.
Okay.
But otherwise, that was a good first game back, everyone. Thank you very much for coming out and playing.
Thank you for having it again.
Yep, thanks for hosting.
Yeah, and then next game should be scheduled for the 9th.
Okay. Hmm?
I might
Oh.
We'll find out during the week. Just go ahead and message me, letting me know who can and can't come.
Yep.
Otherwise, I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you all soon.
Later.
Good night.
Hey, see ya. Thanks, Bryce.